Susan?
How are your time management skills, and will you be living near campuses here to make it to all the cabinet meetings and required events?
If I'm on CAB next year, I'll make it so that I will have time to attend a lot of the events and the mandatory things, you know, like CAB meetings and GBMs. I'm going to be living at home next year, but it's really not that far away. It's like 5 to 7 minutes away. I plan to have my license by then, so I'll have my own car. Hopefully I can help with like driving people to events. And I did a pretty bad job with time management this year, but it's because I was on campus getting myself involved in a lot of things which I've never done before. But now that I have a feel of how that works and how I work myself, I will do a better job applying my time management in this organization.
So, as you mentioned earlier, you have no idea what a secretary does.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what do you think a secretary do in the organization, and how will you improve or change about the position as far as you know from how it's run this year?
Yeah. I think it just has a lot to do with keeping things organized and making sure everything's running smoothly. That's what I can guess, but I will ensure that I will do those things right, efficiently, and what I can do to improve it is just making sure everything we plan is also done smoothly.
You didn't really answer my question of what a secretary does in the organization. You were saying that it's mainly planning things and making things are organized. So the position itself, what do you think that person does?
I'm gonna guess minutes and like newsletters. Does that not answer your question?
I have one. So this may seem kind of like a small question, but there's a lot more behind it. So do you know how many words per minute you can type?
109.
109, exactly 109. Okay. I say that because given that you are secretary, if you were taking the position of being a secretary, that requires you to be like technology literate, so you have to be able to understand, you know, like basic things like Google Drive, how to be able to organize all the folders, documents, because that's where a lot of our information is stored. And what else was I going to ask? And so you were saying your time management skills were kind of lacking this semester, and a big thing about being a secretary is that you have to meet a lot of tight deadlines. Like there's going to be a lot of things due, a lot of things that need to be put up. How do you think you're going to approach that next year? Do you have any plans or any way you're really going to approach knowing that you didn't do that well this year for next year?
Just say that I am going to be aware of what I have to do, because I wasn't sure what I was getting myself into this year. But if I just keep knowing what I have to do as secretary and like know the tasks, I'll like mentally plan ahead of time to get those things done.
So you ran for secretary, not exactly sure what it entails, so why did you run for it instead of another position?
I could say that I work better in the organization rather than reaching out, like for example ICC, so that already kind of limits my positions. But I think that I'm pretty good at keeping things organized. And I think secretary has a lot to do with getting things organized. So also it's a open position, so I was just like,
Go ahead.
Another question. So secretary involves just a lot of organizing, as far as you know. So how will you be organizing things, or what do you think you'll be organizing, and how you do it?
like Michael said, it's like you have to be technology literate, so I'll have everything like on a Google Drive or something. I'll look at what past secretaries have done, and maybe I'll base it off of that. If not, if I have any better ideas, I'll find another way to organize it. But it's going to be like online. Like I envision myself just like having everything online, seeing things listed out. If there's any other way, let me know, because I'm open to ideas. It's just that I'm not very well aware of how the position is.
Susan?
Okay, so one thing that I tried to do as a secretary 2 years ago was to send out weekly newsletters, and it's just, for some reason, BSA can't get it right, but do you have any goals or strategies to enforce or commit to sending out weekly newsletter for our members next year?
I will try my best to get everyone's email, and I'll just say, hey, check your emails for weekly newsletters, and they'll have a bunch of important things that you should be aware of so you don't miss out. I feel like you've already done that, but if there's any other ideas, I'll let you know.
Do you have any other questions?
I think to elaborate more on the question was, we lack a motivation to complete the newsletter on time. So do you, how comfortable do you feel when making newsletters? And can you commit to spend, like sometimes it takes hours to make a newsletter. I don't know, that's just me. But can you commit to sending out newsletters weekly?
Yes. I'll try to make it more appealing and more publicly aware. So I guess on our group page, I'll just say, check out our weekly newsletter in your emails. If you have not received one, please sign up here, for your email here. I'll just, every CAD meeting, I'll be like, check your newsletters.
Any last questions? No? All right. Thank you.